I understand why we're the underdog. I get that. We had some ups and downs during the season.
Coming up on Beating the Odds Back to the Big Stage, we hear from the Chiefs on how they overcame offensive woes throughout the season to get back to the Super Bowl.
Be able to continue to battle, to continue to come together as a team, it really has been special.
Plus, is this it for Andy Reid?
I haven't gone there. I don't think about that. I'm tied up in the game and trying to take care of that.
We'll dive into that discussion, and
we're out by the famous Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Las Vegas, Nevada, down here on the Strip.
Our very own Brett Kennedy is in Las Vegas all week long. He'll join us live to break down some of the biggest moments of the week.
To be in this era right now where we keep coming back and keep coming back, oh man.
Third and goal, football comes loose. Kansas City has it with it. My goodness, this is going for a touchdown.
The Kansas City Chiefs playing in their fourth Super Bowl in 5 years this Sunday. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Roush. Happy to be with you for the next half hour, getting you ready for Super Bowl 58. Our own Brett Kennedy will join us live from Las Vegas in just a little bit. We've got a lot more in store for you, but first, let's take a look at the Chiefs' path back to the big game.
I'm extremely grateful just for the situation that I'm in and being able to play in these Super Bowl games. And more than anything, I mean, getting that back-to-back Super Bowl champs, it just hasn't been done a lot in history, and it speaks to the whole team of not being satisfied with winning one.
It's the fourth Super Bowl appearance in 5 seasons, but it appears to mean more than the others.
You get 3. I think 3 is a lucky number. 1 is anybody can be one and done. I think 2 is special, but 3 is when you solidify yourself as a dynasty for sure.
It's the Chiefs' second attempt at trying to win back-to-back Super Bowls, and the work to get back to this game started more than 6 months ago at Missouri Western.
This is a critical period of time for our organization and for the success of our season.
Everybody's motivated by that. I mean, you should be motivated every year in the league. It shouldn't matter what the last year was. I mean, you should be motivated to do it again.
Expectations high throughout the season. Sometimes the Chiefs looking like the best. Other times, it appeared they'd be going home early. But this group found a way to play for another Lombardi trophy.
This is a very focused team. They have been for 2 years. And to think that they've won a game with minus 28 wind chill and going to Buffalo and to Baltimore, very few teams in the NFL, at least in recent years, can even make that claim.
And joining me now live from Las Vegas, our very own Brett Kennedy. Brett, you've been there all week. What's the atmosphere been like as we get ready for Super Bowl 58?
Chris, it's been insane. We've seen so many fans around here representing every single 32 teams in the NFL. I've seen every single jersey just about walking up and down the Strip here in Vegas. They had the NFL fan experience. And the city has gone all out for Las Vegas's first ever Super Bowl. There's been Super Bowl signs, Super Bowl parties for fans that are free along the side of the Strip. The vibes are good. The vibes are awesome. Obviously, leading into Super Bowl 58, everyone's really excited. The fans are rowdy. We just saw the Sphere today, and they had both helmets for both teams. That was incredible to watch, and they're just ready for Super Bowl 58.
Brett, you were able to talk to a few people earlier this week that gave their opinions on how this game might unfold this week.
In the last 5 seasons for this Kansas City Chiefs team, 2 Super Bowl wins and possibly a third one coming for Patrick Mahomes, who is still only 28 years old, possibly a third Super Bowl ring coming in the Hall of Fame coaching career of Andy Reid. Kansas City has been on an incredible dynastic run these past couple of seasons, and it's impressed some of the media members here.
The fact that no matter what the regular season looks like, at times, they always rise to the top when you have to, when it comes to the playoffs. And this year, the big question was, could they go on the road, go, into Buffalo and do the things that they did and go into Baltimore, and they accomplished that. And so whatever the obstacles are that they face during the season, some years it's turnover, some years it's drops, whatever it is, they seem to be able to fix it. And that's what the regular season's all about.
I think this is different than any year they had. I mean, Andy Reid, after the Christmas Day fiasco where they turned the ball over and basically lost the game. I don't know if you could say the Raiders won it when you give them 14 points and they don't complete a pass after the first quarter. they changed who they are, and a lot of it goes to Reid's willingness to change. You know, Andy would rather not call a run play, but I think he learned that he would rather not lose, so he's changed that. And Mahomes has been selfless in the sense that he's not trying to win the game by himself, and so it takes great talent without ego to make the change that they made. And I think a lot of this is style of play, how they're playing. They're not holding the ball, they're not turning it over, and it's taken all of them to work together, so it's kind of a special story.
See if you have Brett back out there in Las Vegas.
It was just incredible to be able to talk to.
Go ahead, Brett.
It was just incredible to talk to all of those different, get all of those different aspects from all of those different analysts, to hear their different opinions, kind of pick their brain on this incredible Chiefs season. It's been awesome to see everyone's different angle on this great Chiefs season. Again, everybody's down here covering the Super Bowl in Vegas from all facets of life. That's been one of the most incredible parts of this journey.
Before I let you go here for a little bit, and we'll bring you back later, Brett, just looking at what this week has been like for the Chiefs. I know you talked to Mitch Holthus, the voice of the Chiefs, earlier in the week about this too, but distractions. Super Bowl week is a huge distraction. Now you add Las Vegas into the mix. How have they handled that so far?
The team has been calm, they're focused. And Andy Reid was actually asked about this last week, and how this team has responding to the distractions. And they know they're here for a business trip. This is to win a football game and to put a staple and win their third Super Bowl in 4 seasons. And this team is locked in, they're focused. They know that Vegas causes distractions. They know, but they have the narrow focus in mind. We are here to play a football game. Nothing else. That is it. And this team has the right mindset heading into that.
All right, thank you, Brett. We'll check back in with you a little bit later on. There's still a lot more to get to tonight as well.
I haven't gone there. I don't think about that. I'm tied up in the game and trying to take care of that.
It's a possibility of his retirement. Also, as well, everyone came out for opening night of Super Bowl week, including rapper and Chiefs fan Tech 9 for the festivities. Coming up next. Let's keep it rolling as we're counting down until Super Bowl 58. We've had Brett Kennedy out in Las Vegas all week, taking all the sights and sounds of the week, including opening night on Monday, talking with a lot of Chiefs players and one pretty well-known fan.
It was an incredible night for all involved. The Chiefs entered the field to a monster chorus of cheers and boos. The Blue Man Group even performed, and the atmosphere of Las Vegas began to show on the players' faces. All were grateful to be in this moment. Willie Gay had a great point. Soak all of this in right now.
Be in the moment, enjoy it, because you may not never get here again. We are blessed, we are lucky, thankful, grateful. So act like it, because next year you might not even make it to the wild card round. It's just part of the game. I'm just being honest, just how it goes. You see it all the time, We got a great team, that's possibly gonna stay together. I hope so. So we could easily end up back here, but hey, the way the cookies crumble sometimes, you don't have it.
It's amazing. It feels good to be back in Vegas. We come here once a year to play the Raiders. Absolutely love their stadium. And the atmosphere here, when we come here and we play them, so it's always a good atmosphere. Their fans is always crazy, lighting the torch. So it's pretty good to be back, man. It's a great experience so far, and excited to get in the Super Bowl.
It's humbling, that's for sure. I'm grateful to be a part of this team, grateful for this organization, but it definitely puts into perspective just being in the right place, right time, and how life can unfold without you even dreaming of it.
The Chiefs defense is preparing to play a powerful 49ers offense without defensive end Charles Omenihu, who's out with a torn ACL. But pass rushers like Mike Dana are ready to step up in his absence in Super Bowl 58.
That's a huge piece. Charles been huge for us all year. But, it's a time for guys to step up. There's a time for when your number's called, you got to be ready. And this is just another test, another adversity. More adversity we've already went through all season, So it's just another challenge we're faced, and you got to be able to answer those.
And look who is here tonight. Rapper superstar, Kansas City native, and die-hard Chiefs fan, Tech-9. After suffering as a longtime fan for years, he's been loving this Kansas City run.
All those years when we wouldn't be able to come, to be in this era right now where we keep coming back and keep coming back, oh man, we stay elated.
Still ahead, it's not just people in Las Vegas celebrating the Chiefs yet. Children's Mercy in Kansas City making sure kids get to celebrate like one Lafayette student. And Andy Reid trying to win his 3rd Super Bowl as the head coach, and if he does, will it be his last season? We hear from him next.
Third and goal, football comes loose. Kansas City has it within. My goodness, this is going for a touchdown.
Andy Reid changed the entire Kansas City Chiefs organization when he was hired in the winter of 2013. The most successful run in franchise history, and to help break it all down, Brett Kennedy joins us once again to help us out. And Brett, what exactly does Andy Reid mean to this organization?
He means everything. He brought the winning culture back to the Kansas City Chiefs. The winning in the playoffs. In the past, the Chiefs had not won a playoff game for 30 years before Andy Reid came to the Kansas City Chiefs. He deserves a statue, in my opinion, out in front of Arrowhead, and I'm sure a lot of Chiefs fans think the same way. The winning culture is back here, and this run that this team has had is in huge part to Andy Reid, of course, his coaching staff and general manager Brett Veach and owner Clark Hunt getting all of the right decisions done to put this lineup together. But Andy Reid deciding to bring his attitude, his legendary status to Kansas City. The Chiefs fans are insanely grateful that he decided to be the Kansas City Chiefs head coach, and it's hard to hate on a guy that just has a great personality, and the man loves cheeseburgers. What can you say?
There's also been, besides cheeseburgers, a lot of talk this week about will this be Reid's last game, but as kicker news Anthony Crane explains, not so fast on that.
Coach Reid, your entire organization, those incredible players behind us, you are Super Bowl champions again. Congratulations.
It's easy to forget a time before Patrick Mahomes and the run of playoff success since 2018, but the organization's true turnaround began even before that, when the organization made Andy Reid the head coach.
Lucky to have Andy here coaching the team for over 10 years, and he and the staff, as I mentioned, do a great job. One of the things that I think they're best at is being consistent, no matter what's going on, and that's an important message when you're being successful. It's also even more important, I think, when things are not working for you. And Andy's head was never down. He never doubted the team, and he and his staff just kept teaching.
Reid is almost a stoic demeanor, and those around One Arrowhead Drive say it has played a large role in what has made him so successful in an NFL career that spans over 4 decades.
The thing about him, he's very even keel and stays the same. Obviously on a plane he's a little bit more happy, but guys know what to expect. He's not going to go crazy in the locker room because things aren't going right. He's going to let the guys coach and then tell them what they need to do. Simple. Doesn't make big long speeches, and the guy, it really works in the NFL. It's really sustainable the way he coaches.
Leadership creates a trickle-down effect in Kansas City, with players like Travis Kelce taking what he's learned in the past 10 years to help lead a youthful Chiefs roster.
Yeah, I've been on paper saying that I'm very fortunate I've been here with Coach Reid because he's helped me learn while showing my personality, my passion, my energy for the game, all while trying to channel that professionalism to not hurt the team. Without a doubt, I've been fortunate, and I think Coach Reid does it better than anybody.
As for the future, Reid has expressed no desire to see his long NFL career come to an end.
One thing, I've figured that would come up when you guys were asking these questions, because I'm old, but not that old.
Anthony Crane, KQ2 Sports.
And Brett, it's a little strange. I think they did it last year too, leading up to the Super Bowl. The talk was, is this Andy Reid's last year? Yeah, he's in his mid-60s, but you're in the middle of potentially a dynasty run right now. Why would you give that up?
It'd be hard to walk away from this incredible run, to have arguably the best quarterback in the game in Patrick Mahomes, arguably the best tight end, one of the best tight ends of all time in Travis Kelce. It's going to be hard for Andy Reid to walk away from this run. And he's only, like you said, 65. He's getting up there in age, but it doesn't, you see his swagger and just the way he carries himself around the locker room, around Arrowhead, around this team. He's still like a little kid out there. He loves being around his guys. He's such a player's coach. The players love being around him. They love his attitude. He's so hilarious as a head coach. And it's so funny because his personality, it's not like overly hilarious, but he says things that are kind of sly, snide remarks, and it's funny. So I mean, I don't see him leaving the Chiefs anytime soon. We'll see, but it's going to be hard for him to walk away from this group.
All right, Brett, thank you very much. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit, but still ahead, yeah, we're going to talk about him. What happens with one of the biggest music stars connects with an NFL star? After the break, we'll take a look at the relationship between the Grammy-winning artist Taylor Swift and future Hall of Famer Travis Kelce.
Third and goal, football comes loose. Kansas City has it within. My goodness, this is going for a touchdown.
Welcome back. One aspect of the game that's not really about the game, but people care about it because it's off the field. It's also about relationships and everything else. We're talking about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Here with more on that is KQ Sports' Darren Doyle. Darren, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Chris. Well, Swift and Kelce have been a hot topic, and it can't be ignored, even with the government of Japan chiming in on the possibility of her to be able to make it from her tour to the big game. So let's take a look at all things Swift this season. Arguably the biggest star in the world, as you know by now, is tied to the Kansas City Chiefs. 2023 was a huge year for Taylor Swift. There has been no short of seeing Travis Kelce's other half in the postseason, except for that one time her possible future brother-in-law stole the show. But her effect on the game has been noticed on multiple levels. Even the head guy in charge, Roger Goodell, NFL commissioner, sees the Swift effect.
Both Travis and Taylor are wonderful young people. They seem very happy. She knows great entertainment, and I think that's why she loves NFL football. But I think it's great to have her a part of it. Obviously, it creates a buzz.
Even Zeta Global, a data-driven marketing technology company, said that after Swift attended her first game against the Chicago Bears in September, ratings went up 7% for the NFL on television. Her effect also reached other forms of sales numbers in the NFL. According to Forbes magazine, the online sports shop Fanatics saw a 400% increase in Travis's jersey sales. The Kelce Brothers podcast climbed the charts, and tickets to Chiefs games rose threefold. Zeta's president, David A. Steinberg, expects that this year's Super Bowl LVIII is expected to be the most watched big game yet, according to their data clouds. It seems that the pressure of coming home to an idol isn't as much of a distraction as some may think. You could even call her winning at the Grammys last weekend a boost to the guys in red in Vegas on Sunday.
She's unbelievable. She's rewriting the history books herself. I told her I'll have to hold up my end of the bargain and come home with some hardware too.
So feel your feelings, but the Swifties may have just helped give the NFL a boost to take it further than we thought it could ever go. This is Darren Doyle reporting for KQ2 Sports.
All right, thank you, Darren. And we'll wind things down here after the break. When we come back, a few Pershing Elementary School students making their Super Bowl picks. We'll let you know who they picked after the break.
Third and goal, football comes loose. Kansas City has it within. My goodness, this is going for a touchdown.
Welcome back. Lafayette sophomore Jameson Burns has been on the heart transplant list for more than 80 days now. He's been in the CICU for 27 days and won't be coming home until he gets that transplant. Children's Mercy Hospital hosting a pre-Super Bowl party this week for patients and families, and Burns' family said that Jameson is doing well and in good spirits, and check out the shirt he's wearing for the party. Waiting on a heart transplant, my new heart will be a Chiefs fan too. Pretty incredible. And these three Pershing Elementary 4th grade students gave me their picks for Super Bowl LVIII. There are three of the four students I meet with every Thursday throughout the school year. We've got Mason, Kaysen, and Reese. They all probably, no surprise, but they each picked the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. All said it would be a close game, but expecting another Kansas City victory. And I'll bring Brett Kennedy back in one more time before we go. Brett, we have about 90 seconds or so, and Brett, Today, or this week, Super Bowl 58. 58 is an important number for Kansas City Chiefs fans, for history. Derek Thomas's number. He passed away 24 years ago, and pretty incredible if something could happen this week with the Chiefs win that Super Bowl 58.
Of course, a team legend, Derek Thomas. That's one of a lot of fans' best favorite player of all time for Kansas City. Just he did so much here for the community, and his dad was in the military, and he loved Kansas City. And he has 7 sacks in one game, a record that still stands all these years later. Future Hall of Fame, or he is in the Hall of Fame. And Derek Thomas, if there's a Mount Rushmore for Kansas City legends, he is on it. He's up there, and the fans, they love Derek Thomas.
All right, Brady, you got about 10 seconds here. What's your pick for the Super Bowl 58?
Can't bet against the Chiefs. I'm going to go 31 Chiefs, 27 49ers.
All right, and that will do it for us. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on the Chiefs and the 49ers Super Bowl 58 Sunday night on KQ2 News at 10. Until then, we'll see you then.